Appreciate y'all being here. Shout out to the moderators and the channel members. I appreciate y'all being here, man. The patrons as well. The people that subscribe to all my channels. I post content on 3 channels regularly. Jada Black, Basic Social Politics with Jada Black, and this live stream channel. Hopefully you're following me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram as well, where I keep y'all updated on whatever is going on with me. All right. We're going to talk about Chloe Bailey. It's a story I came across. Apparently, her parents and her are not on good terms, and her parents had a lot to do with getting her and her sister where they are. That's how it is with a lot of these child musical artists. And what the industry does, it drives a wedge between the parents and their children. Make sure y'all like the stream too. Let's get the likes up. Like, I don't get it. Why do you subscribe to a channel and don't even like the content, or you hate watching? That would be pretty dumb, because again, that only benefits me because the views count. Hate watching benefits me. Don't benefit you because you get 0 out of it. I get a lot out of it. All right, let's see who's here. Soldier of Judah, Matthew, K. Nicole, Troy, Angela C., Ashley, Barbara, Emma, Lawrenceston. Is it Daquita? Is that how you say your name? Troy, Chocolate City Gemini, Siryitis, Eli, Maul C., Shantia. Is it B. Fierce, Antonio, Morgan, Lions Den, Eric, Rodriguez, Eli, Miss Tangy, Brian, Turner, Jack Daniels, Kathy, Spaz, Neighborhood, what's going on? We're going to talk about Chloe Bailey, man. We're going to talk about what happens when women choose a thought lifestyle over their own families. It's a real thing, man. Where has the time gone, you know? I posted something on Twitter, I think it was yesterday, and I talked about the good that YouTube has done for me and other people as well, but it's also done a lot of bad. It's deplatformed people, censored people. It's been a nightmare for a lot of people who have tried to build on this platform. That's why it's good to have alternatives, and Rumble seems to be an alternative. I have a Rumble channel. And I'm also on Odyssey as well. It automatically shares my content over there. So if you want the ad-free content, it's already over there on Rumble and Odyssey. Again, make sure I like stream. I'm Jada Black, of course, we are Samurai Will. What's going on, man? Yeah, because I seen, the guy, I believe his name is Sneakio, right? He got banned. They took all his channels. YouTube be watching. And the thing about YouTube is that, TikTok is on their heels. Once TikTok figures out the monetization process, they're going to be taking a lot of the bigger content creators, because you see they're giving a bigger split. Right now YouTube is getting a hefty split, but TikTok is willing to pay a little bit more, and that's going to drive the creators that don't have time to make 10-minute videos. It's going to drive them to go to TikTok and put all their creativity into 1-minute videos. Would actually save me a lot of time. YouTube is rolling out this YouTube Shorts, right? They're rolling out the YouTube Shorts to keep people. And they're willing to monetize the shorts. That's why I haven't put up any shorts yet. One, I don't know really how to do it. And two, they're not monetized. So when you see people put up shorts, they get all these views, they're not making money from it. So they're going to implement monetization for shorts starting January. And that may change things as far as certain videos. I may end up doing those YouTube shorts, especially on my Base Social Politics channel. Well, it'd be basically 1-minute video just to see how it is. It'll save me a lot of time. I know that. Jay, they showed a sneaky old clip in the U.S. Senate. It's crazy out here. The government's moving. Oh, really? That's because you got certain people who have gotten into Washington who are on social media every day. And they see what's going on. But you see, you can show as many clips as you want. It's not going to stop anything. An idea can't stop. You see, the problem is they want to control masculinity or destroy it. And they're doing a horrible time doing that. Having a horrible time doing that. No, that is her sister. Hallie. That's not Chloe. Hallie is the one who is the new Ariel. What's good, Dion Giddens? What's going on? You can show it on the Senate floor. You can show it in Congress. You can show it on the state level. It ain't going to change nothing. The Shade Room just posted singer Miguel wife filed for divorce. Again? Wait a minute. Didn't Miguel's wife file for divorce like last year? I did a video on it.
Shade Room just posted singer Miguel wife file for divorce.
What's going on? She just took him back. Wait a minute. Didn't Miguel and his wife get back together only for her to file for divorce again? She must be didn't get what she wanted. He must have went and bought her a bunch of stuff and gave her property, put stuff in her name, and once she got what she wanted, she left. What an idiot. He should have just left her when he had the chance. Why would you go back to a woman that already divorcing you? That's crazy. All these women filing for divorce. It's not a coincidence, people. These women think the grass is greener on the other side, and it really ain't. The grass is not greener on the other side. It really ain't. I don't know what they think they're going to achieve with all these divorces. Is anything really going to change? What's good, Gerald? Shout out to Josh with the super chat. But make sure I get the like. So, man, we're going to talk about Chloe Bailey. But I want to talk about how, yeah, Shanti, I did a video on that. These women are wild out here, man. They really want to be in these streets. You know what's crazy? I knew there were going to be divorces after the summer as well, because a lot of those women wanted to go on expensive vacations for the summer. So the only people that they know with the money was their husbands. So they went and got these expensive vacations. They got to travel all these different places. But once all that was done, then they were going to file for divorce. They all think that the grass is greener on the other side, and it really ain't. There's a lot of divorcees that still ain't found nobody yet. Because a lot of them don't even have social skills. A lot of them been dating the men they were with for a long time. This dating market is savage. It's hard for regular women to find a man. What are these women who are in the spotlight? What are they going to gain? Is there going to be somebody for you? Do you have somebody in the friend zone that you're going to take out the friend zone and you're going to date them? Like Sterling Shepard's ex-wife, who had that dude waiting on the sidelines until she divorced him. The dating market is terrible for everybody. And if these women, they got to compete with the BBLers. You got to compete with the heifers with BBLs. Speaking of BBLs, did Kiki Wyatt get a BBL? I saw a video clip of her twerking at her R&B show, right? And people were saying she might be pregnant as well. That's why she got them 10 kids, man. Sheesh. She look like she got a BBL, man. Like, you all got to compete with the BBLs, the women with the BBLers. You know what I'm saying? You got to compete with the side chicks. All these women want to be side pieces. There's a lot of competition for a certain, because a lot of these women are wanting the same men, the same small group of men. All these women are clamoring for this small group of men. It's crazy out here. Women are lazier daters than men are, because us as men, we got to put more effort into it because, we know there are women that may not be checking for us, and we have to figure out the ones that are, But it's a lot of competition out there, man. Chloe Bailey's going to find that out. Maybe she already has. But she's young and she's kind of green. So she's going to have her options now. But it ain't going to be like that 5 years from now. Maybe even 4 years from now. I hope she's not pregnant. I mean, she kind of looking like she pregnant. She does. That'll be baby number 11. But the way she was throwing those assets around, she might be one of those that just like to, BBL can't compete with me. Angela, she said BBL can't compete with her, man. Listen, they think they can. I'm telling you right now, there's a heifer right now trying to get her a BBL so she can go and get her somebody's husband. I'm telling you right now, somebody's husband, somebody's boyfriend. You got heifers out here getting these BBLs because they trying to take somebody's husband. That's what they trying to do out here. Even though there's plenty of women with natural big butts everywhere. Shout out to Trevon. Let's get into Chloe Bailey. Make sure y'all like the stream. Look at the likes up to 100, please. Shout out to Trevon. Appreciate that, man. Shout out to everybody that's here. I've spoken about Chloe Bailey before. I actually made a video recently about how. Hold on. I made a video about her recently about how she got this girl fired from this movie set, from this movie. It's on my Basic Social Politics channel. Y'all can check it out. And she got this girl fired over something that was harmless. And this was according to the female. And that gives you an insight onto where she is and where she wants to be. I think that all of this image change has a lot to do with Chloe Bailey. Chloe Bailey wants to be seen as sexy. She wants to compete with these other women, even though your talent should be able to speak for itself. You like her sister Hallie. Like Hallie is dressing similarly to Chloe, but she isn't going all out like Chloe is. Chloe wants y'all to know that she can twerk. She wants y'all to know that she has big assets. Right? She wants y'all to know every single day that she has big assets. She has yams. She wants everybody to know she got yams. That's the number one thing about Chloe Bailey. She wants y'all to know she got yams. Like 85% of Instagram. No. I'm wrong. 96% of Instagram women want y'all to know they have big assets. It don't matter if they working a regular job or they doing OnlyFans. All these heifers want y'all to know they have yams. That's what they want y'all to know. They want y'all to know they have yams. And you can tell these are women that ain't used to getting attention. Because they would never... Listen, if you were to talk to any female with a big butt that grew up through high school into adulthood with a big butt and a lot of the attention that they would get, okay, they would tell you themselves they're not going to bring attention to it. Women who don't have a big butt and they had to get a BBL, they're going to bring attention to it every single day. Just like women who get bigger tits, right? When they go and get them done, they're going to make sure they show you as much as possible because they've been surgically enhanced. Why? She ain't about to hide them. Now, Chloe is a natural female. There's nothing BBL about her at all, right? But she's always been insecure about her body. But with her wanting to be successful in music, she wants to get people's attention. If they don't care about her musically, she's going to get them to care about her body. It's unfortunate, but that's how it is right now. They have to do that. And the fact that Chloe is single makes it even worse. If Chloe was in a relationship, I don't think she'd really be going this far like this. Maybe. It depends on the type of guy that she's with, right? That's why these women want to control in the relationship. And let me just say this as a side note. I noticed that women talk about partnership, right? They want a partnership with a man, but they're not willing to pay 50% of the bills. They want 50% partnership in a relationship, but they're unwilling to pay 50% of the bills. So what I want to say to women that want 50% of a relationship, are you going to give 50% financially? Because you can't say that you want say-so in a household, which is fine. Mothers or wives should have say-so, right? But a lot of you women want control. You want to control him and his money and what he does. You want say-so over the children, but you're not bringing anything into the relationship. Nothing. You're not even motherly, right? So when you look at women like Chloe Bailey, any guy that she dates is going to have to accept who she is and her lifestyle. Chloe's saying, well, I don't think she's publicly dating anybody. I heard that, she may be dating Quavo, but I haven't heard any confirmation about Quavo. I ain't heard no confirmation. So all it is speculation. Now, she could be dating somebody, but she ain't letting nobody else know because she's either embarrassed by him or he doesn't fit her lifestyle. Because trust me, if a woman don't want you to know something, you ain't going to know. You ain't going to know. So when you get to the parents, right? She is willing to part ways with her parents in order to continue to do what she's been doing because they're telling her the truth. They're like, you might be doing too much. Because her parents were instrumental in her and her sister's early music career. But I knew when she had this image change that things were going to change. And this is an article from the Jasmine brand. I think she was dating Gunna until he went to jail. I think she dated Gunna until he went to jail. This one, it said Chloe reveals she doesn't have the closest relationship with her parents anymore. Fans speculate disconnect due to singer's image. Right? You see, I believe the father was the manager lawyer and her mother was, I believe, doing the image of the group, I think. Let's see. Fame is getting real for Chloe Bailey and her family as well. Over the weekend, Chloe took to Twitter Spaces to address a few things. Lord, she was on Twitter Spaces. Twitter Spaces. Twitter Spaces is the new Clubhouse.
Girls like her crave attention, recognition, and validation. She is on the fast path to becoming a baby mama.
Reset that, Maul MC. I haven't really even gotten in the Clubhouse. Now we talking Twitter Spaces. She went to Twitter Spaces. She went to Twitter Spaces. Y'all got to stay out them spaces, man. It's a lot of craziness going there. You know what I'm saying? Chloe took the Twitter Space to address a few things that she'd been wanting to get off her chest. And in doing so, she briefly opened up about the distant bond that she now has with her parents, Doug and Courtney Bailey. What up, David? So that's the family right there. You can see they all look like both their parents. They look like both their parents. Anyway, so the conversation seemingly arose after speaking about her current closeness with godmother Shermay, who she previously credited as the light in her life. Back in February, Chloe posted a sentimental message to the lovely lady in honor of her birthday. When discussing the major role that Shermay plays in her life, the surprise songstress said, "I could not do this thing called life without you. I believe you believe in me when I didn't believe in myself." Shout out to Elia.
Just showing my support.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Your life, let's see. Your life. It's a you life me. That's it's a, okay. Okay, is it you light me up no matter what, no matter how strong or weak I may feel. Thank you for being the light in my life. And I am so grateful and honored to know you and love you. So this is her godmother. She's closer. This is a message you think she would post to her mother. She didn't even post this message to her mother. She posted this message to her godmother. See, this is the problem. When you have that auntie that's like, girl, go ahead and twerk for TikTok and Instagram. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Your parents are being too strict. You can go and do this and that. Ain't this the type of message you give to your mother and your father? But to your godmommy? On which is it your parents is it a godmother from your parents, or this is from Beyonce? Because y'all know it was on Beyonce's label. So the godmommy is getting treated like mommy. It's probably because her parents are against what she's doing, but she's grown. She could do whatever she wants to do, but she has to understand that the mistakes that you make is not your parents' fault. When you start making mistakes, it's not your parents' fault. It's your fault. So we have to look into that and why this situation is where it is. Let me tell you, hey, listen, Juggy, if you don't want to be here, you don't have to tell me that you don't want to be here. Y'all come to my live streams and be announcing when you're going or leaving. If this live stream ain't for you, you can leave. I don't give a damn. You don't have to tell me that you leaving. You ain't got to tell me none of that. But peace to you. During her Twitter space, Bailey further elaborated on how her godmother has been aiding her in working through her anxiety. The topic seemingly stemmed from remarks made about the 24-year-old seen holding her hand recently. To all the people saying stuff about me holding my godmom's hand, guys, I suffer from anxiety like you all don't know how bad it's really bad. She also continued, I have really, really bad anxiety. Anytime Hallie and I are together, what am I doing? I'm holding her hand. Anytime I'm out with anybody, whether it's girlfriends or something, I'm holding their hands. My godmom is like, she is my safe haven and my safe space, and she has to stop wearing rings sometimes because I'm squeezing her hand so hard. So people are wondering why she's so close with this woman. Well, I think that she's close with this woman because this woman is pushing her to be this Chloe Bailey, and her parents were the opposite. So a lot of us, when we're rebelling, we're going to go further toward the person that let us be us, right? But I just, shaking your cheeks is relieving anxiety, right? When you dress the way these women do, and you go out in public the way that you do, that don't heighten your anxiety. When you're wearing revealing clothes and you're twerking on TikTok and Instagram, that don't heighten your anxiety. When you have to post that. That's what I don't understand. Why do you have public anxiety when it seems like publicly you are comfortable with yourself and your body? But if she has it, then hopefully she works through it. Like I told you, a lot of these women have issues and they use social media as an escape. It's an escape for some of these people. Chloe's session of transparency progressed when she mentioned her dislike. Chloe's session of transparency progressed when she mentioned her dislike for public commenting on her loved ones in an ill manner. Additionally, she brought up the shocking fact that these days her relationship with her mother and father is estranged, but she refused to say why right now. Y'all don't know, Charmaine has been like my number one rock and my support system when I've been like destructing inside. So please don't talk about my sister. Don't talk about my godmom. Don't talk about my family. I will come for you. And you know, I don't have the close relationship with my parents. Maybe one day down the line, I'll share why, but it's nice that I have a solid support system. So her only support system is her godmother and her sister. That's interesting. I want to do her sister have issues with their parents. Because it's just weird how once she made this when she made this image change, now all of a sudden she has these issues with her parents. And y'all got to understand, this is very important. A lot of young girls that you dudes thirst after on social media, they have mommy and daddy issues.
In order to reset society, we may need to cancel social media for at least a decade. Unfortunately, I doubt that happens. God help us.
Appreciate that, Jack Daniels. A lot of the women that y'all see on social media who act out, not even social media, at your job, right? Women that you went to school with, women at your job, you know, the cashier that's giving you a hard time, they may suffer from issues with their parents. You got women who may have issues with their father. You got women that have issues with their mother. We probably know a ton of women like that. We wonder what's going on with her. She got mommy and daddy issues. Why do you think women are so deeply feminist? They're deeply feminist because of the things they went through with not only their father, but the men in their life. The abuse that they suffered from the men in their life. And it takes a toll on them. It pushes them in directions that can make them spiral out of control. We have a generation of women who are mothers who weren't raised in two-parent households. They were raised in single-parent households. Dealt with all types of things. See, we have to delve deep into this. It ain't just about social media. That's just the effect. We got to talk about the cause, the root cause. And the root cause that a lot of these young girls have issues with their mothers and fathers that drives their decisions in life. Those are the conversations we need to have. We can talk about social media all day, but there's a reason why these women are acting like this. There's a reason why the woman at your job is giving you a hard time. It's because they've never known what love is. They never known what love is. You males exhibit that behavior as well. I see it in y'all all the time. A lot of you males got mommy issues. A lot of you dudes never knew your father. So you hate your father. So you hate men in general. I know there are men who pretend to be for men, but they hate men. You can see it because they only have issues with other men. They are just as broken as these women are. And they don't know how to come to terms with that. They want to blame women for everything. You see, I don't blame women for everything. And I tell y'all not to blame women for everything too, because you look like idiots. You know, you look no different than these women that blame men for everything. You look no different. Absolutely no difference, you know? And that's what happens when you don't have the right upbringing. It causes the downward spiral of a lot of people who have potential and promise. If you didn't know, prior to their solo endeavors, Chloe Bailey's parents were reportedly responsible for the success that she and her sister Hallie had with their acclaimed duo, Chloe and Hallie. Various photos of the Baileys around the internet indicate they were once a tight-knit unit. However, it has been said that last year she ultimately fired her father, Doug, who was supposedly her manager, and sought outside representation. Allegedly, at this moment, although we can't be too sure, Beyonce's stepbrother is managing her. Beyonce's stepbrother. Many have suspected that the downfall of the Bailey's relationship with her parents was a result of her sexualized image as a standalone artist. Not much else is being said from Bailey about the matter, but we do hope that reconciliation for all parties involved is somewhat in the near future. The Georgia native may be keeping logistics of this situation on the wraps, but she's never been one to hold her tongue. Not too long ago, she made headlines for defending fellow singer Normani against criticism about her musicianship and society's relentless comparison between the two. I don't get the comparison. What's the comparison? Normani is actually more tamed than Chloe Bailey. Normani is a lot more tamed, from what I've seen, is a lot more tamed than Chloe Bailey is. Chloe Bailey is all thoughtism. It's all thoughtism. Right? It's all thoughtism. The Treat Me Phenomenon said, let me tell you something. I love Normani. She's a bad bee. Her body is out of this world. I wish I had. She says she wish she had her tits. And she's a great dancer and performer. You guys know half of the shit that us as black women in the music industry go through. And from what I've seen, she works very hard. That's why I sympathize so much, because I feel like sometimes we go through the same thing, but nobody knows. Nobody knows. I would like to know what these black women are going through. I saw that what's her name? Bill Gates' ex-wife Melinda Gates is giving like $1 billion to women in America, right? To further divide women and men. That's what the money is for. And I just want y'all to understand that, they want this gender war. They want these women out of their minds. And I just hope y'all understand that. Now, overall, and again, make sure y'all like the stream. Hopefully y'all like the stream. What we are in a battle, right? We're in a battle with our souls, to be honest with you. The souls of for men, women, our children, what's left of our communities. The women have become a pawn in that. And these women are being used to further an agenda. Chloe Bailey's image is very forced. Chloe Bailey's image is absolutely forced. Absolutely forced. So when I see these young women look up to women like this, it is because of the attention that they get. Because so many young girls are being sexualized. Look at what that idiot, what's her name, Lotto? She did an interview with that kid, that young girl. Just being a buffoon. They want to sexualize the children. They want young girls and young boys, especially young girls, to be sexualized because you have an industry full of weirdos and creeps. People they've had horrible childhoods, so they want your children to have horrible childhoods. They want your children to grow up hating their parents. That's why it's good to make sure that you don't let that happen. They know that if they destroy the women completely, you have no society and you have no women. Yes, society will move on because men keep society going. No matter what you heifer say, men are the reason why society are built and they are maintained. They do the heavy lifting. You don't do anything but, I was going to say open your legs, but I can't just say all that. They want to destroy the children. That's why they have men in dresses and wigs, reading stories to them. They want to confuse them. That is the point. So they want women to grow up like Halle Bailey. Not Halle Bailey, excuse me, that's her sister, Chloe Bailey and Lizzo. Look at Lizzo. What a annoying. Lizzo is so annoying because she doesn't understand that she's a pawn. Maybe she does. You're a pawn to push this agenda of fat women being sexualized. Big girls or fat girls are already sexualized. There's a lot of men who sleep with big girls, but they won't wife them. And they damn sure not going to be in no open relationship with them. No public relationship anyway. So all Lizzo does is put herself out there, but that doesn't mean that men are going to want to date bigger women like that, especially women that look like Lizzo. But they want women to be unhealthy and so low self-esteem. They want the men to be unhealthy, low self-esteem. They want to destroy masculine sports where men are competitive. They're attacking football about concussions. Well, guess what? Shit happens in sports. These guys are making millions of dollars. Crying and complaining about somebody that got a concussion during a game. What about these young men who are killing each other in these neighborhoods because they can't eat? They got to go rob somebody. They got to sell drugs. Losing their freedoms. A concussion compared to these males getting incarcerated for long periods of time because they're out here getting money the illegal way, or you got other young, especially young black men killing other young black men. I don't give a damn about a concussion, especially if the concussion isn't going to harm him long term. We got real problems out here that they need to be focusing all this attention and energy on. Look at the murder rate in some of these cities, but y'all want to give a shit about a concussion. Look at how your communities look. These heifers are going crazy, and these males are fatherless. These males are fatherless. They ain't got no direction. These women want to be Chloe Bailey, showing you every single day how big her assets are. You don't want this to be the girls in your family, your daughters. But that's what they want to push. They want young girls with OnlyFans in high school. I did a video about the girl that was in high school. She says she's 18. But she got her OnlyFans in high school. This is what's going on. I wouldn't be surprised if more of these young girls got OnlyFans while they're sitting up in high school. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Wouldn't surprise me at all. Your kids probably go to a school where one of those girls in the high school got her OnlyFans. Wouldn't be surprised at all. Because these young girls nowadays can't wait to turn 18 so they can do that and so they can go and get screwed by these older men. I'm telling you, that's what's going on out here. You look at some of these girls' OnlyFans, they look like they're 25. You see they 19. And you can tell that. Now, they've had that OnlyFans posting stuff at least about a year or two. So you can tell as soon as they turn 18, man, here they go with the Instagram modeling. These young girls can't wait to turn 18 so they can turn up. That's what's going on out here. Yeah, they hide it from their parents until they turn 18. These young girls are over-sexualized, and it ruins their dating life. These young girls are so desensitized to sex. They're so desensitized to being with different men. It's nothing. They end up hating sex by the time they're 26, 27. They hate sex. They done had a couple kids. They hate sex because they done been doing it so much with so many different men that they're desensitized to it. These young girls want to be like a Halle Bailey. They want to be out here in these streets, unfortunately. This is why if you are a parent, you have to be very careful of how your especially your daughters are out here acting and the type of people that they are around. Because if you don't keep an eye on them and you don't really talk to them, they're going to go out there and they're going to go out here and ruin their life. Because trust me, a lot of these younger, especially these Gen Zers, a lot of them are undateable. They're in their early to mid 20s and they're undateable. No man gonna wife them. Chloe Bailey is on that path. All she's gonna need to do is start dating these dysfunctional rappers. Once you start dating these dysfunctional rappers like a Blueface, it's over. Wait till she get with a Blueface type rapper. He's gonna turn her into another Krishan. That's what's gonna happen. And the sad thing is that that's what these girls want. They want that. See, I'm not here to save nobody. I'm here to speak the truth, whether people want to hear it or not. So you can always go back to what I said and say, you know what? He said that. Jay said that. He said that could happen. You damn right I said that could happen. Look at what's going on right now. A lot of these young girls are broken. It's absolutely insane. What's up, Victoria? I see you. Shout out to everybody that's here. Steven Brown was good, man. We got to do better, man. No, you know what? No, we got to let people do what they want to do. And let's see how it works. Let's see how it works. It's unbelievable to me that we've gotten to this point, man, to where kids don't even want to be kids anymore. They're so ready to grow up, and they're so ready to be grown, and they're so ready to be amongst the adults until the financial responsibilities happen. Once the financial responsibilities happen, now they no longer want to be adults, right? They no longer want to be adults. And let me say this too, because I gotta get this in. I want to talk to you lame simp ass males that are mad that men are traveling overseas. Get over it. It's only going to increase, because once these young girls get sexualized to the point of being undateable, completely undateable, these men are going to go find feminine women elsewhere. You can have these broken women. You know, the women that y'all broke, you can have those women. It's funny how dudes want to brag about these broken, mentally unstable women that they were able to finesse
You're
box
right,
out of.
Jay. It all comes down to choice, and at the end of the day, you can't cure stupid.
Right.
Social Darwinism always wins.
Appreciate that, Antonio. I'm talking to you males. Hey, you males who have never given a good piece of advice in their life. I'm talking to you. You dudes are pathetic and weird. You've never given good advice in your life, but you want to tell men you don't know, who you don't know, who you've never tried to help. You want to tell them what they should do with themselves. These guys are bragging about finessing box out of mentally unstable women who are probably single mothers, and they think that's an accomplishment. That ain't no accomplishment. That's sad. That's what that is. That's sad, bro. That you're bragging about finessing mentally unstable, broken women out of box. That's sad. So you really don't have anything to say about anybody. You don't even give your own sons advice, but you want to give advice to men you don't know. I would never brag about getting boxed out of mentally unstable, broken women who are probably single mothers. I would never brag about that. I would never see that as a win. That's an L. And we have a generation coming up of women that are going to be completely unwifeable. And these young men need to know the truth. These young men need to know the truth that this is what you got to look forward to. Gen Z is very undateable. When I see some of the whole stories, these are 21, 22-year-old heifers. These aren't 30-year-olds. These are 21, 22-year-olds. I thought millennial women were bad. Gen Z women are worse. Gen Z women are worse. That's nothing to brag about. Look at some of these videos, that clips that going viral. These are females in their early 20s giving these whole stories. And these are the women that y'all want us to take seriously? I don't think so. I don't think so. And the thing about Chloe Bailey, she reminds me of those girls that were
Seems
good girls.
Men don't want to see other men be happy in 2022.
Appreciate that, Obi Trice. Thank you, man. It reminds me of when that good girl that comes from a 2-parent household, right? She wants to rebel, so she goes and dates the bad boys. But it's not just one. I mean, she gets run throughout her 20s and into her early 30s. And then all of a sudden, she wants to date the men that her father thought she should have dated. That's why I say the majority, no, I don't know about majority, but there's a lot of you males, right? I highly doubt you have male friends, because you will probably sleep with your best friend's wife or girlfriend if you had the chance. And you would never wife any of these women your damn self, because you haven't. These young men are stuck with the worst generation of women that we've ever had. They need to know the truth, and they need to know that they have worth, and they can date women in other countries. They don't have to date these broken, mentally unstable women who probably got multiple children by different men. All you got to do is go look at these podcasts with these heifers on it. Look at the ages of these heifers. We're not talking about 30-something-year-olds. We're not even talking about heifers in their late 20s. We're talking about chicks that was 2 years removed from high school. That's what we're talking about. It's bad out here. So I don't blame men for wanting to go elsewhere. I really don't. We got to look at the truth, man. The truth is a lot of these women over here ain't dateable. And the women that are dateable have a man, and they've had one for quite some time. And even if they were single, they will be able to get another one because they know exactly what to look for. A lot of you heifers looking for Mr. Perfect. Y'all want a guy that's 6'5", in shape, got some money, or he could be broke as hell. You'll take care of him. As long as he looks good to you, you're willing to overlook all his flaws. The dude could be slow. The dude could be mentally just unstable. Dude could have multiple baby mamas. You overlook all that just so you can be with the guy that you think is going to make everybody else jealous. When you don't even realize those women are just going to sleep with your boyfriend. They're going to sleep with him. So what are you doing? It is shameful where we're at. This generation of women are terrible. especially in America. They're Western, they're feminists. They say some of the dumbest shit talking about how men are dumb. I saw this one video from this chick, right? And I guess she was responding to something Antonio Brown said. And she said, do you ever think men think? You know, trying to infer that men don't think, that men are dumb. Contrary to all these commercials and all these TV shows and movies, men are not dumb. Men are the creative people behind everything that you have. Even those iPhones that you have all those sex videos on, heifers. A lot of you heifers done recorded yourself doing all types of acts on your phone, not the other guy's phone, but your phone. That was made by men. That is the creative mind of a man. And again, I'm not trying to get all gender war here, but I'm speaking facts. So when y'all try to say that men are dumb and this and that, you're dumb because you can't get a man. And you're what, about 40? You're about 40, but you cannot get or keep a man. Out here sleeping with women and men, you heifers be, and you ain't got nobody. All right? You ain't got nobody. Because your ideology teaches you that you're better than men. When a woman thinks she's better than a man, of course she's going to struggle to get a man. Look at the women that's struggling to get a man. Most of them think they're smarter and better than men. Until it's Saturday around 1 a.m. in the morning when she's horny and them toys ain't working. Now she ain't smarter than men and better than men and men ain't shit. Oh, she calling a man. I'm telling you, around 1 a.m. on a Saturday night, she's calling, or Sunday night, or Sunday morning, she's calling a man. Okay, because the toys ain't work. You know, she needs something more. She's calling a man to take care of that. Y'all love to talk about what men don't do. What do? You're not even wife material. Ain't never changed no tire. Ain't never fixed nothing around your house. But here you are talking about how much better than men you are. That's the problem with these women. And that's why you single. And guess what? You can divorce the men that you're divorced. I'm speaking to celebrity helpers. You can divorce many men you want. Let's see you do better than them. Because I guarantee you, those men are going to be able to replace you a lot quicker than you can replace them. The grass is not always greener on the other side. I'm telling you, the toys ain't it. And it all starts with them seeking to be the sexiest they can on social media. You know, look at Meg Thee Stallion. You talk about twerking is life. Look at Meg Thee Stallion. Twerking is life for her. Ain't got no real good qualities at all. Where are the qualities? Oh, the men have to have the qualities. Really? But I thought women understood all those things. I thought it was men who mess up relationships. Kendra G and her ilk. I want y'all to understand something. I have nothing against people deciding to be single, but a lot of times that singledom, it stems from the fact that they can't keep nobody. And they want to blame us. Y'all go on these goofy dating panels and you think that, we have to impress you. I'm so sick and tired of men getting getting on these panels looking goofy, trying to impress women who can't get a man on their own. So they got to come to YouTube to look for a man. I really hope you dudes understand that before you click links and go up there campaigning for a person that doesn't even want a relationship, their damn self. You know why? Because no man is going to let that heifer treat them any type of way. But I really wish y'all would stop. Well, you know what? Fuck it. Y'all do what you want to do. But you look crazy trying to impress these Western women who feel a certain way about you, and then you go on there trying to impress them. Like, what are you doing?
Fellas, we have to go outside of our spaces. We are missing so much not going outside the country. Trust me, I am not unhappy being alone. I'm very happy being single than dealing with these BW.
Appreciate that, Overcharge. Shout out to you. Listen, man. I don't want y'all to be like trying to chase, because that's what it looks like when you go on these panels. You're trying to impress them. They should be trying to impress you. They're the desperate ones. See, we as men, we have tons of options. They are the desperate ones. That's why they're on YouTube looking for validation and looking for men to show them some attention, because they get ignored, right? Like, there's a woman that we may think look good now, but in her hometown, she's getting ignored. Ain't nobody care what she got going on. What's going on, Bronx? Yeah, make sure y'all like the stream, man. Let's get the likes up. What's going on? And again, this conversation is about Chloe Bailey, but it's about her generation. You know, her generation is of women. I'm looking at now Miguel's wife filing for divorce after 3 years. They was married for more than 3 years. They just got back together 3 years. Oh. Were they married for just 3 years? I'm telling you, man, they think the grass is greener on the other side. They, you know, if Miguel knows best for him, he'll leave her alone. But Chloe Bailey's generation of women are just the worst. And they're only going to get worse to get older, because the older that they get, the more jaded they're going to be. These are going to be jaded women, right? These women are going to be so jaded and so hurt. And even if they do come across a good man, they're not going to know how to treat that man. I had a woman tell me that this is a single mother who told me that she was dating a guy that he was a little bit younger than her, and he didn't have any children. She was attracted to him, but he was such a nice guy to her. And because of that, she still broke up with him. And she told me that in some sort of weird regret, but not regret. And I'm saying to myself, this, ladies, you only get one shot, maybe two, of getting the man that you want. But once you mess that up, you may not get that chance again, because a lot of men ain't going to be waiting for you. A lot of men ain't going to let you just use them for a free, this like abundance of attention, or abundance in attention. You're going to have to figure it out yourself. You see, I want men to have options, because we need to get women competitive. A lot of these Western women who are bitching and complaining about men going overseas, they don't want to compete with women of other countries, because those women are, they're materialistic, but not as materialistic, and they're way more feminine, and they understand the duties of a wife. The women here over the last, 4 decades, over the last, I would say 40, almost 50 years, a lot of these women have forgotten how to be a wife. That's why they will never be one. They will never be a wife. That's why some of them, if not more of them, are comfortable being side chicks. A lot of these heifers are comfortable being side chicks until they realize that man ain't never leaving his wife, and that he has this, because trust me, they be lurking, and they see how much fun he's having with his wife and his children, and then they get mad, and that jealousy builds, because they know that they will never have that life. But maybe if they were to take him from his family, it'll make them feel better. And it never happens. Never happens. I want a lot of you men to understand you have options. Go to those options. You don't have to complain. What I do, see, I don't complain about women. I just speak the truth on their nature so that people understand it more. But I'm not a complainer at all. That's why I tell y'all, do what you want to do. If this woman's an OnlyFans model, I'm indifferent to it. It's not that important for me to care. But I want you to understand that there's options out there. There are ways to go. You don't have to worry so much about what these people are doing. Focus on what you're doing, because what you're doing is way more important. Chloe Bailey's generation of females, I mean, they are not wife material. And I see the marriage rate going down even more. These women are restless. These women, if they're not getting say-so in power in the marriage, they want out. They're restless. They want to go out here and be free for a while. They want to see what their options is. They all want to know what their options is. Have y'all noticed that? But are they good options? Are these women being finessed and sold the dream? I've seen it happen. I've seen women get sold a dream to leave their husbands or boyfriends, and it never materializes because you got with a guy that just wanted to sleep with you, and you were holding that carrot. Like I'll do it, but I have to leave my husband first. It's like, well, leave your husband. You need to upgrade if you're gonna leave your husband. There's a lot of downgrading going on. A lot of downgrading. You need to upgrade if you're gonna get a divorce. I would tell you, name me the 5 things that makes your marriage bad and name the 5 things that make the marriage good. You probably find more good than bad. But because you're restless and you just want to see what your options are because you want to have fun on social media with your pics being in these different places, you know what I'm saying? And showing that you have a good social life like your friends do. Your friends are lying to you. They're miserable. I just hope a lot of women don't do things to impress friends that they have. Your friends are morons and they're miserable and they really don't care about you. They actually want to see you get divorced. They actually want to see you break up. They don't want to see you happy. They don't. Most of these women are miserable. They give you horrible advice. They don't even take their own advice. They'll tell you to stay away from a man who's abusive, but they're getting beat on by their baby fathers or boyfriends. And then if you say something, they're going to get mad at you. They're going to get mad at you. That's what we are. Salute to everybody that's here. Y'all like the stream? Stack, I was saying, if you're going to leave your husband, it needs to be an upgrade from the last one.
Foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing.
Appreciate that, Antonio. When I talk about upgrading, if you're going to leave your husband for another guy or another situation, it needs to be better than the situation that you have. That's what I mean by upgrade. It should be very simple, you know. You leave for another better situation. Like when you leave an old job for a new job, you go to that new job because it has more benefits than your previous job has. So you want to go to that because it's better for you, a better all around situation. Some people just ain't meant to be together. Some people just ain't meant to be together and they shouldn't be together. Let's be real. There are women that are married to morons. It's like we say that there are men that are married to women that are crazy. I think there are women who are married to complete morons. I see them on social media all the time or in real life all the time talking smack to single guys about this and that with their weird ideology. They think they know what's best for you when they're in a miserable marriage. Like those guys. Like some of these women are married to morons. You see them all the time. Dopey, dopey, just no social skills. You can tell they hate everything that's going on, but they don't do nothing because they're weak, man. You got a lot of weak guys out here that these women are married to, and you see it, man. It's how can you not see it? I see it all the time, and they feel like, and they think they're better than you because they're married. They have a woman, and if you ain't got a wife, you're not a man. But it's like, bro, you ain't even happy. What are you talking about?
Some of these women from two parents' households are the worst. Gotta let these women go. Cannot win them. Cannot coach them. Cannot do it.
Appreciate that, franchise history. Give an example of what? Listen, I've said this before. This ain't new. If you're married and you're miserable, leave. Look at Tom Brady. If you're going to be happier being single and pursuing your career, that's what I'm talking about. Why is that so difficult to understand? I don't know how that's difficult for you to get. You don't have to get into a relationship. I said situation, not relationship, people. Let's do some thinking here. Let's do some critical thinking here. Right? If you're miserable in a marriage with somebody that is a clown, why would you stay in it then? Even though I say that, marriage shouldn't be trifled with. You should marry somebody and be with them for a long time, forever, right? But a lot of times if the situation gets toxic and you're like, I can't do this, then you leave it for a different situation. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how difficult that is. I don't know why that's difficult to understand. I mean, I'm because in this day and age, you got to choose happiness because there's so many miserable people. Like, I see them all the time. These people are just miserable. Nobody is friendly anymore. Nobody knows how to talk to each other. Everybody's on their phones with their fake online personas. Like, they try to be like people that they are not. See, when you listen to me, this is me. I'm not putting on a front. This, yeah, Jada Black is a screen name, so to speak, but it's me. I'm not pretending to be any personality. This is my personality.
So could Giselle be wanted to upgrade from Tom Brady? Women are never satisfied. They're always looking for an upgrade.
But see, that's the thing. Appreciate the stack. That's the thing. We don't know. We don't know in that situation. And I said in the video, she either wants to be single or she wants Tom Brady to quit. She wants to have her way. She wants to win the argument. So you never really know what a person's intentions are until they make their move. Like if she was to divorce Tom Brady and then a couple of weeks from now, a month or so now, she's with somebody else, then we say, oh, okay. Because trust me, there are women that will see a regular guy that's a teacher as an upgrade. Look at what's her name? Look at Jeff Bezos' ex-wife. She divorces him and gets with a school teacher, right? And then she divorces him 2 years later. That's a woman that realized she made a mistake. Instead of her getting with another billionaire, she was with Jeff before he became a billionaire, but instead of her getting with a billionaire, she got with a teacher. Because she wanted a semblance of normalcy, because she used to be a regular, normal wife, and then she became the wife of a billionaire that's given to all these charities, right? So it could be a situation where, it depends on what they believe is an upgrade. Because I've seen women date, man, I'm scratching my head like, I mean, you was with this guy. Now you with this guy? Someone may want to date regular guys. They may see that as an upgrade. It just depends on what that woman sees as an upgrade. It's not what we see as an upgrade. It's what they see as an upgrade. Some women may not want to date men who are as famous as they are, but they have an attraction level to that man. He may have certain qualities, but he may not be the richest or most famous, but he has certain qualities that she finds attractive. Because you got to remember, she dated other men before she got with Tom Brady. And what I see women do is they always end up dating men that have way less than them. Way less than them. But it was funny is that when they marry those men, they get a prenup. You know? Like Tia Mowry has a prenup and she wants that prenup enforced. Why is that? It's because she don't want to pay no spousal support or even child support, because he could file for primary custody if he wanted to. You see how easy women can get out of these marriages with their money? But with men, we got to fight tooth and nail to keep our money. But we going to have to give up something. Yeah, like Jeff Bezos' girlfriend trying to talk to Leonardo DiCaprio. That could be considered an upgrade for Jeff Bezos' girlfriend. Yeah, Jeff Bezos is a billionaire, but Leonardo DiCaprio is a world famous actor. A lot of these women have always wanted to date Leonardo DiCaprio. And Jeff Bezos knew that. That's why Jeff Bezos got on Twitter and responded. Is because he could see it. He could see the attention that she was giving this guy. When a woman looks at you with those eyes, you already know what time it is, man. You already know what time it is, man. Yeah, Jeff Bezos is a billionaire, but Leonardo DiCaprio he would be considered an upgrade because he's a world famous actor that has a high value in the marketplace. So he would be considered a guy with higher value socially. And well, he has both. He has fame and he has fortune. He's a famed actor and he has money too. Leonardo DiCaprio ain't, he has money too. Trust me. That man has money too. He may not have the billions of Jeff Bezos, but he can upgrade the lifestyle of any woman. Plus he has the fame and notoriety to go with it. So that would be an upgrade for her. Salute to everybody that's here. So it says, and it's forever fluctuating. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying, though. It's never just one way. Value is never just one way. There are different values for different people. We've all seen people. We wonder, how the hell are they a couple?
And it's forever fluctuating. That's all I'm saying.
We see different things in people. There are qualities that we see in some women that other men may not. There are stuff that women see in men that we're like, what? Like, you look at yourself and you like, look at me, and then look at the guy that she's with, and why would she want to date that guy? She sees something in him that she don't see in you. That's just how it is, man. All right, I think that's it. No, I'm not taking calls yet. I want to have a topic where it's really like it's getting heated and divisive. Like, I thought about speaking on Kanye West and the whole White Lives Matter, but I might save that for another show, man. But I just want to come here and speak on this, man. I appreciate y'all being here, man. Shout out to y'all. It was a good live show. Thank you to everybody that's here. But I want to speak on this Chloe Bailey thing because I feel like a lot of these women of today are lost. These Gen Zers and millennial women are definitely lost. I mean, they make up some of the worst women out here, man. They are the reason why men are going overseas. It's not even Gen X women. It's these millennial women are why men are going overseas. Millennial women are just terrible, man. They're just horrible people, and they're completely undateable. Shout out to the moderators and the channel members. And the supporters, I appreciate the supporters. I appreciate people who support me. They're saying Leonardo's net worth is 260 million. Right. That man ain't hurting for no money at all. All right, people. See y'all in the next one. Y'all take care. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the stream. I'll be back with another one. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Or another one next time. And I'll see y'all next one. All right.